Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about a grocery haul for our family of 5. I have 3 children. They are aged 7, 4, and 2 years old. And we live on a pretty tight budget in the Netherlands, and I will share with you what I got and what I plan on doing with it and how I actually stay within that tight budget. We let our groceries be delivered every single week because it does actually help us stay within budget, but I'll talk more about that later. But let's just go ahead and look at what we eat in a typical week. Alrighty, so this is everything that we got for an entire week. And I'm actually curious, what do you think this is going to cost you when you live in the Netherlands and you eat for an entire week with a family of 5? So drop that down below, let me know what you think. And then at the end of the video, I will actually tell you what it was. But anyway, let's just dive into the video and see what I got. So this is elbow noodles. This is a stock up item. And 2 jars of pesto because we're having pesto pizza tonight and my husband loves pesto, so we usually use 1 or maybe 2 jars of those. So I usually buy 2 and we'll see how far we get. This is also a stock up item. This is just meat for in the freezer. And then we have a lot of cheese. This is for when we have pasta, and these are shredded mozzarellas. And I love this to use on the pizza that we're having tonight. And then we have 4 pizza crusts. And the reason why I have 4 is because I have a personal discount code that is active once every 2 weeks, and we eat pizza every Friday. So I buy 2 for tonight actually, and 2 for next week, and then the week after I will have another discount code so I can buy 4 again. So I stock up for 2 for next week and 2 is for this week. And same with the mozzarella, because that is also, we use 2 bags per Friday, and then the other 2 bags are for next week. Okay. This is cheese for my son. This is butter. We have tomatoes. We have milk for in the coffee, for when I have regular coffee. And we have 1 container of yogurt because we have 1 still. So I only needed 1 this time. We have 3 containers of milk because our children love milk. And these are also 3 containers of milk, but that is milk for when we have cappuccinos, which my husband is amazing at making cappuccinos. So we always have that at hand because, like I said, he's amazing at it. So I want that a lot. And then we have just 1 container or 1 package of orange juice. Then we have a bunch of produce that I bought for this week. My oldest requested pears, so we got that. My youngest loves bananas, so we always have bananas. And we have apples, which is just something that they snack on like every day because they love apples as well. Like I said, tomatoes. We have broccoli. I love putting this into the oven. So I cut off the heads and we put that with a little bit of olive oil, pepper and salt, and we put it in the oven. We grill it in the oven and it's really, really good. So that is actually a favorite of our children. So I'm going to make that again. Then we have 2 cucumbers and a zucchini, a bag of salad because we love adding salad as a side dish. This is for just meat for on their sandwich. They love having this as well. And this is goat cheese. And we are going to have this. I've never had this before, but it looked really good. It is a bunch of vegetables with goat cheese, and you actually have a baguette with it. So that is what we're going to have this week, and that is what the goat cheese is for. And the rest of the goat cheese that I'm not using, we will probably use it on a sandwich because that is actually really nice with honey. Then we have just regular yellow onions and oranges. My husband loves eating oranges, so that is what we're having as well. He just loves taking that to work and having that as a snack. Then we have 2 bags of minced meat, and that is what I'm going to use for my husband actually, because he is going to have, he wanted to bring them to work. They are going into a new office and he just wanted to have that as a little treat. So I'm going to make meatballs. That is actually what this is for as well. It is a recipe I found online and he really loves it. It is called Australian meatballs, but I'm not actually sure if it's actually Australian. But what we need is obviously meat. You need vinegar, you need Worcestershire sauce or something like that. You need tomato ketchup and you need sugar. And then obviously the meat, an egg, things like that. So that is what I'm gonna use for those meatballs for work. And then I'm gonna make sourdough dinner rolls with it so they can dip those dinner rolls into the sauce, because the sauce is actually what makes it super nice. So that is what we're making, and that is something that I usually don't buy, obviously. But now I had to buy 2 kilos of meat, which is 10 euros each. So that is quite a big dent into our budget. But that's okay. I stayed within budget still, so it's all fine. Anyways, we are gonna have these. They are raviolis. And my daughter really, really loves this. And this is the one with cheese and tomato in it. And I usually buy 3 packages because they are gone within seconds. And we love this sauce, which is just a regular sauce with mascarpone in it. I'm not even sure if that is how you pronounce it in English, but that is what we're gonna have. And then I usually make sure that we have more sauce, so I add more vegetables. That is why I bought the zucchini, and I probably will add some tomatoes in it, just making sure that the sauce is actually filling enough. So that is what we're having for one night, and then I will probably use the salad as a side dish for when we have that. Okay, anyway, this is the baguette, and I bought 2 because it is always nice to have these at hand. So I usually have that, and it's just ready to bake at home. So it's like 8 minutes and you have an entire loaf of bread, which is great. Then these I already mentioned. This is for the meatballs. 2 sandwich loaves because we eat a lot of bread in this house. That is something a lot of Dutch people actually do. We eat bread every lunch. So that is what we have. And then, well, these are just household items. This is what I love to use to do the dishes. And obviously this is for dishes as well. So that is actually what I got. And this will last us a week. Probably everything that I have here will be gone at the end of the week, except for the stock up items. So the meat, 2 of those, like I said, just some stock up items that are not gonna last us. Or that are going to last us a little longer, but the rest of it will be gone within a week. Now, I'm curious what you think this is going to cost you. I will put it at the top in a minute, but now you know what I got, so you can kind of calculate in your head what it is. Okay, so let's start with adding to the top here what this is actually going to cost me. This is for a week of food in the Netherlands. And I actually, on my last grocery haul, I heard someone say that it is actually pretty similar to some areas in the United States. Obviously, it really depends on where you live. I know that is the case in the United States. In the Netherlands, it's not really. Usually the prices are the same over the entire country, but our country is so tiny. It's like, obviously it is the same price because you can literally drive from the top to the bottom of the country in like 4 hours. So our country is tiny. Anyways, this is what I got. And I actually love ordering groceries online like this because when I do that, it adds up everything that I have and I can see, okay, how much is this? And is this within my budget? Yes or no? And what I love to do is I usually have my grocery order delivered at around 125 euros. And then that means I will have about 100 euros left throughout the week or throughout the month, for other things. Like for example, right now I need something and they weren't able to deliver that. So I have to run to the store to get that. And I have $100 a month left over for things like that. So when I need something, I can always grab it because I still have 100 in my wallet that I can use whenever I need to. So that is how I stay within my budget. And I really love it because I just know every week I get most of my groceries for 125 and I have about 25 left for knickknacks here and there that are not able to be delivered. So anyway, that is what I do. This is what we're gonna eat. And I will put a meal plan on the screen as well, just so you know what we're doing with this food. But yeah, that is what we're eating. I'm curious if you were actually close to what it was. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. And if you love videos like this or things about homemaking, home management, working from home as a mom, feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you here and I will see you in my next video. Bye.